Everybody's laughing.
Curves, comedy, and complicated conversations.
Hi, kings and queens, and everyone in between.
And everyone else out there in the cosmos. We're going to talk about some interesting, weird animals that are really cool and stuff. I want to talk about some weird and wonderful animals.
Yay!
I watched this film with Jamie Foxx in it.
Project Power!
So, there's this movie with Jamie Foxx called Project Power. What happens is some scientists, I think, if I'm getting it right, took some DNA or something out of certain animals and they put it into a drug. And the certain animals have certain properties, like they're more cold-blooded or they're warm-blooded, and they can last in certain heats. So some of them, so basically, you can take a drug, and I think it lasts for, is it 5 minutes? Let's just say it's 5 minutes. And you take the drug, and you get these properties from the different animals. Some people can set on fire. Some people can freeze themselves. Some people can turn invisible, like a chameleon. Like a chameleon, that's where they would have got that property from, just in case you're like, what animal can turn invisible? But in a way, you know, chameleon can kind of blend into its surroundings. So what I found fascinating was when he was kind of talking about which power he has got, which is a rare one, when he takes the drug. The animal he could take his powers from is called a pistol shrimp, and he explains in it, and it fascinated me. A pistol shrimp is extremely dangerous. Sorry. Yet it is tiny, and it's classed as the most dangerous animal on the planet.
True story. Love this.
It's 1.5 inches long. It's like, wow, something. So apparently the shrimp cocks one side of its claw and snaps.
Sorry.
It cocks one side of its claw and snaps it against the other so fast that it fires a bubble bullet at up to 62 miles per hour and creates a 218 decibel shockwave as the bubble bursts. And just for comparison, a lion roars at 114 decibels, so that bubble is 218 decibels compared to a lion's roar at 114.
That's the sound of it.
The sound of the snap.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
It's a tiny shrimp that big.
That's absolutely mental. And what happens when you get hit by it?
So basically, as the bubble bursts, it says it kind of gives out this sonic wave that stuns its prey. The emission reaches, this is ridiculous, this blows my mind. The emission reaches a temperature of 8,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is hotter than the surface of the sun, making it the most dangerous animal on the planet. The surface of the sun is, I think, around 7,500 degrees Fahrenheit.
Jesus Christ.
Shrimp emits extremely loud noises, louder than a lion's roar, double the sound.
It's crazy.
And is hotter, can emit, you know, something that's hotter than the surface of the sun. How astounding is that?
Wow!
Absolutely fascinating.
That is amazing.
Fascinating.
You got any animals you want to talk about?
Well, it's nowhere near as exciting in a sense to that, but we were talking about what we were going to discuss this week, and then on the news it came up that researchers have found a new species in the ocean. in the watery place. Stuff. So basically they found like a large crab called a Mazu's porter crab. It's got blade-like claws.
Queen.
The body is about 1 to 2 inches long, and its legs are over 3.5 inches long. So it's got a tiny little body. In total, the spine-covered animal measures over 8 inches across. But basically, yeah, it's covered in blade-like claws, very sharp claws. I didn't find loads of information about it, but I just spotted it when we were talking about
very interesting
stuff. It's a new species. It was interesting. It was fun. I love the sea as well. I love anything to do with deep, dark.
But we're also scared of it.
Yeah, I'm terrified of it, but fascinated by it.
Yeah.
So anything to do with deep sea creatures, personally. Well, I know Lizzie's the same, to be honest. Oh, it's just amazing. I think like we should definitely explore the sea more than we do the sky.
Because there's actually so much more of it.
Yeah. It's actually 71% of the earth that's covered in water.
How are you? I am under the water. Please help me. Here too much raining.
95% of the ocean is undiscovered. 95%!
With how much we know about it, I can't. It
I
blows
can't
my mind.
fathom it. It's giving me goosebumps. It's literally giving me goosebumps.
And as a Christian who believes in God as a creator, to me, and putting space into the equation, because I talked to Rachel about something that kind of sparked my interest in space a lot recently was something called three-body problem, about three suns. If there was a planet where it had three suns,
No spoilers, please.
but you can travel hundreds of years across space, hundreds of years, and you've still not even the tip of the iceberg of exploring even a percentage. Oh,
My mind can't take it.
that we can't even begin to try and discover all of it. It hurts my brain. All we are,
I know.
and it just, we can't. Oh, I can't.
I can't actually fathom it at all. But that's why it fascinates me so much, because we're constantly just room for discovery.
Yeah.
There's always time, and we're never going to know everything.
So many
but
undiscovered planets and, you know, life forms. I am very open to the possibility that there's life on other planets.
Dame tu cosita, dame tu cosita.
But to me, my version of aliens is some of the stuff you find deep down in the sea.
Oh, yeah.
Because think about it, like the way they live.
And we can't even reach a lot of them.
Yeah, and the ones that they have found, for example, that's so many, like, I don't know, hundreds of metres down. And how they live in the dark and the depths and, you know, with no oxygen. And
Yeah.
that's an alien,
Yeah.
innit? They live completely different to us.
Yeah.
To me, that's a version of an alien. I don't know.
It's incredible.
Call me crazy, but I am, so I
There's
joke.
one section of, there's different sections of the ocean as you go down, and there's one where there's a lot of bioluminescent animals that give off their own light.
Incredible.
It is fascinating.
Just
And
too much
all
to
that
think
ocean
about.
is undiscovered, and we're living on a planet of mostly ocean.
And like, I know about the Mariana Trench is one of the deepest parts of the ocean where the researchers have been. That's where the megalodon lives, allegedly. I believe it. Once again, I believe in that. 1,000%.
Yeah.
And plenty of other creatures.
And I really
But-
do believe in. Sorry, I believe in a Loch Ness monster.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Something along the lines of it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
myths and legends.
Yeah. Dinosaurs, of course they existed.
course.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, did they have hair?
Oh.
Because they always say, like, obviously hair disintegrates.
Yeah. What did they actually look like?
And I'm sure I've seen something. It's like one of them, what do you call it? Oh, educated guesses type thing.
Yeah.
Where I'm sure I've seen something about they had hair. They think that they had hair. I can't remember what it was. Maybe follicles or something that they found. Oh, that's it. But it just makes me think of them in wigs, and it kills me for a minute.
In the book of Job, in the Bible,
Okay.
which is this guy going through a lot of trials, a lot of stuff.
Trials and
He's
tribulations.
talking to God, like audibly can hear God in this hard time.
Wow.
And God is talking, it's like, he's trying to say, I'll get you through this, do you not know who I am, basically. And he's like, he mentions the Leviathan, that it is a real creature that is there in the ocean.
Is that meant to be like the Loch Ness monster?
No, I think it's like a large sea creature that,
Okay.
you know, a lot of pirates or, you know, sea
Oh,
explorers
of
back
course.
in the day.
Yes.
And God talks about it in the Bible, like it's there.
incredible.
It's just that I think he keeps things hidden as mysteries. There's a lot of things about God keeping a lot of things mysteries in the Bible for reasons that are bigger than us.
Right.
And if people see them, there's reasons he'd want them to see them.
Yeah,
This is what I
'cause-
believe.
Well, yeah, for me, I fit a similar sort of feeling. Like sirens and stuff like that,
Yeah.
mermaids, what you want to call them. I prefer the name siren, but I just think it sounds more like realistic. I don't know, mermaids even though. Because imagine now, let's just pretend, like Lizzie's saying really, imagine like the way like humans are right now and our like level of knowledge of life on the planet, does that make sense? So if a mermaid was discovered now, can you imagine how it'd be treated? They'd put it in a cage or something, in a tank, sorry.
Yeah.
They'd be doing all scientific shit to it. It'd be just annihilated, whatever you want, if that's the correct language.
Yeah.
It'd just be horrendous. So, it maybe not specifically a siren, but just for example.
And why is it so hard to believe that like as me who believes in a creator, that
Right.
somebody can't merge somebody, like a human form that can just breathe underwater, because there's
why?
living creatures that can walk on Earth.
There's
Why
fish
couldn't
that
someone-
can,
do you
and
know what I
there's
mean?
mammals that can live in the sea and on the
All he
land.
has to do is just make them able to breathe underwater. Like, it's
Yeah.
not so hard to believe.
And even if you're not religious,
yeah,
like, think about the universe and science and what it can create, if that's your level of thinking.
things can adapt to.
Yeah,
one
just
day.
think about, like, what's the word? Evolution. And the way, like, supposedly we've come from, like, monkeys and stuff like that. Like, why can't it
How
be
is
that
it
there's
so
somewhere
far
in
out of the realm
between?
of
Yeah, why is
possibility
that
of
not
believing?
real?
Yeah.
That's why I've got such an open mind to, like, different creatures, and for me, aliens even, because we're aliens to probably another planet. Who used to say there's not another similar place to Earth with just different living beings? Like, I don't get why that's so unrealistic to people. No offence, if you don't believe in it, it's fine. But I'm
You might
passionate.
think you sound like crazy people.
I don't
now,
give a
but
shit. I'm passionate about being open. I think it's great to have an open mind. And it's actually quite selfish, in my opinion, to think that we're the only sort of living...
Relevant
Yeah, like relevant living,
beings.
in that sense.
Yeah,
Like in, like
we're the
humans.
only people worthy of existence.
Who say there's not other societies out there?
Yeah.
Anyway, that just like went all crazy, but I loved it. So, I agree that there's definitely so many fascinating things in the ocean, in space. Can't fathom how much is out there.
And we can't get to them.
And there's no way that we're the only sort of life forms in this. No. Nope.
For me,
Nope.
what would be the reason for space to exist with all these other planets? If we're just because we're the only ones that we've known about and seen, and a lot of people say, "I'll see it when I believe it."
There's a lot of things you haven't seen and you believe in it.
Well, the wind.
$1 million. I've never seen $1 million, but I believe it exists.
And I always say
That's
about
always
the
a common
wind.
one, yeah.
The wind exists. You can't see
Love.
it.
That was a good one
yeah.
that you said yesterday.
You can't see love, but you
You
really
really
gonna say I don't love
said.
you, Mum, because I don't see love.
Yeah, you can't physically
You can't
see it.
see somebody's mind, but you know you have a mind.
Yeah.
All these different things.
And people have plenty of things to bloody argue about with different opinions, and you believe in them.
Yeah.
You can't see them, you can just hit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Quickly shoot out some other random.
Yeah,
Animal
sorry.
facts.
Yeah.
Reindeer eyeballs turn blue in winter to help them see at lower light levels. They're golden coloured in summer. No other mammals are known to have this ability. Another one is, I don't know if this is quite similar to the pistol shrimp. The claws of a mantis shrimp can accelerate as quickly as a .22 caliber bullet. Scientists observing them keep them in thick plastic tanks because their punches can break glass.
What's that?
A mantis shrimp.
Oh,
The
you've got a
punches
thing
break
for
glass.
shrimps, haven't you?
I just find they're so small. They're just fascinating. Small can do something amazing.
Don't mind me just making a drink, sorry guys.
That's why I'm fascinated with Lord of the Rings, because the whole point of it is that, I think I tagged you in a quote from it yesterday. Galadriel, the woman in the woods, is asking Gandalf why did he choose a halfling to destroy the ring, because he says Sauron will be looking for something large and powerful. That's where his eye will be. That's what he'll be expecting. And because he'd seen Bilbo Baggins and the hobbits kind of do all these extraordinary things, they're so tiny. He's seen what they're capable of. Yeah, he said Sauron will not be expecting a hobbit. So he said, and they have the biggest kind of hearts of them all. And actually, the real hero of Lord of the Rings, if you know it well, is not Frodo, it's Sam.
Obviously.
It's Sam. Sam.
It's always Sam.
Carried
Even in Game of
Frodo.
Thrones.
Sam carried Frodo into Mordor. He was the one always pushing him when he was about to give up. Sam is the real hero. Even
He's the real MVP.
even Tolkien said that himself. And that's what I just find fascinating about the whole point of Lord of the Rings, is that something so small that you don't expect is so powerful and change the course of the world. So don't
It's similar to when we talked about the
on
butterfly
yourself.
effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
When we said the little small things last week.
And what we said today about
Oh
small
yeah,
things
small
over
things
time.
again. It's like, what?
The ripple effect, it's all coming together.
Wow.
It is fascinating when something so small is so powerful. So don't underestimate yourself.
Small victories every day.
That's why I love Lord of the Rings.
Oh my god, that's just literally made me quite emotional.
It's just
I'm not even taking the piss.
fascinating.
Like genuinely,
that's the whole point
that's
of Lord of the
incredible.
Rings. It's amazing.
I love that.
And even Gandalf himself, like when I watched a lot of the Nerd of the Rings, the YouTube channel.
Sorry.
That's a YouTube channel.
No,
where
it's
he
just funny.
explains it. I've watched so many of his videos and he's incredible. He must be a scholar because
Yeah.
how he picks apart of the book and understands it and relays it back to you, but it's fascinating. The detail he goes into, go check out Nerd of the Rings if you want to understand more.
Ow! Slap.
Really,
Let's be a glass queen and I'll make you a drink.
extremely randomly going
Got a
into
little
another
bar area.
animal
Not really.
section. The extinct Colossus penguin stood as tall as LeBron James.
What?
That is one for Chloe out there.
It's just fucking hilarious.
There's a type of immortal jellyfish that can cheat death indefinitely,
Amazing.
meaning forever.
It's immortal, literally.
Yeah. Sharks kill fewer than 10 people a year. I don't know how true that
It's
statistic
true.
is, but
It's true. I've seen that before.
thank you. Humans kill about 100 million sharks per year, so they should
Humans
be
are shit.
more afraid of us than we are of them,
Yep.
basically.
1,000%.
I've got two more, I think. Young goats pick up... Sorry, this is so stupid.
Good kids, aren't they? Some they are.
Yeah. Young goats pick up accents from each other. Joining humans, bats and whales as mammals known to adjust their vocal sounds to fit into a new social group.
I love that so much.
So random.
Don't you think we do that though, like
Yes.
as humans?
It's called
Not
code
accents.
switching.
Yeah, not what's it called?
Code switching. When you adjust
Ah.
your accent and your demeanour to fit into
That's
a
so
social...
true.
gather-
Not because you're being
around.
like it's not being fake. Like I used to think I was like, why have I got sort of semi-different personalities around different people? But I was like, oh, you just kind of become them a bit,
Yeah.
don't you, and stuff.
Look up code switching.
Yeah, look up that because I used to think I was just being a fake ass bitch. I didn't really.
The last interesting one. Dolphins deliberately handle pufferfish, causing them to release toxins as a defence mechanism. The pufferfish are the ones that release... Anyway, shut up. These toxins
What,
can be
pufferfish,
deadly in high doses, but also have a powerful narcotic effect and a powerful hallucinogenic, which the dolphins seem to enjoy.
To get
So the
high.
dolphins are getting high. There's a lot more to be said about dolphins and the
I
weirdness,
fucking
but
love dolphins. Well, I did until there's that awful.
the things that you found out about.
I love dolphins, but they are predators.
Also, certain cute animals.
Sexual predator. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. Oh my gosh.
Never look up what is the. Never look up what the inside of a penguin's mouth looks up.
I've
If
already
you love
done it.
penguins,
Looks up. Looks like.
never. Looks like. Never do it.
I've already done it.
Oh
and
no!
ruined my life.
Destroy penguins.
We might make everyone look for it now. And that's hilarious. I'd have to look. I'd have to look. Someone told me not to do it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my
And
god.
an owl without feathers is just
I don't. Yeah, no.
ridiculous. That one's not scary, but it's hilarious.
I think we should end it here.
Yes, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
I
Thank
really
you.
hope you made it all the way to the end. Please let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about, as long as it's appropriate.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I really
you.
appreciate all the likes, the views, the comments, the shares. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Coffee and Bailey.
Curves, comedy, and complicated conversations.